Hi, so I've been thinking about making or doing a video on this for a while, and lots of my other videos mention something along the lines of this, which is what the mum eats, the baby eats if you're breastfeeding. Even if you're not breastfeeding, then how the mum eats, it affects your health, and your health, you've got to look after your baby. So as part of my treatment, always looking after the mum. But it comes up very frequently with the breastfeeding mum about what they're eating. Now, there are definite foods that make a baby more windy, and what I observe is this amazing thing of virtually what you eat goes to your baby. So one that I find really unusual is that fizzy drinks really upset a baby. Now, is that fizz actually going through in the breast milk? No idea. You would think it's not really, yet something there makes the baby much more windy. So mums, again, come in, like with lots of the things they're told, they come in and say, well, I was told that it doesn't matter what I eat, it doesn't go through to the baby, or it doesn't matter what I eat, my body will sort it out and it will only pass certain things through to the baby. My general rule, I feel pretty strongly about this, is that the mum, if you're breastfeeding, you should think this: anything that you eat is probably going through to the baby. Okay, so you haven't got time when you're out to suddenly get on Google and go, oh, I wonder if this is going to go through, that's going to go through. Just assume that pretty much everything you're going to eat is going to go through. And I, like every day, have a look at the research that's come out on babies or colic or breastfeeding and things, and this one came up like this week, and what they did was they had some mums inhale some cannabis that got into the breast milk. Okay, so what the mums inhaled, they didn't even take it, it was inhaled, and then they found that in the breast milk, and they found that 2.5% of the amount they took in had gone into the breast milk. I've seen other studies that show about 1% of food gets through. So it's it obviously varies, and it varies on all the clever factors of the body, but also on the mum's digestion. It's because you have to digest the food into your bloodstream, into your milk, and then into your baby. So for example, I always say a watermelon, barely any digestion, probably through pretty quickly. A steak, harder to digest, and that will take longer. So I've seen other studies that say foods are getting in at 2 hours, 4 hours, so maybe 2 to 4 hours or something, some food could be getting through. But it was interesting that the study showed that even that inhalation was getting in. So as a general rule, think that whatever you eat could be affecting your baby. Your body is clever enough to get that really down low into 1%, and thank goodness it does, because you don't want lots of it going through to your baby. So keep that in mind. As a general rule, anything you eat is probably being passed through to your breast milk, so could affect your baby's colic or reflux or something. So coming soon, a really nice 5-day diet, and we'll lay it all out for you using in conjunction with a natural chef that works here, and we'll just lay some step-by-step foods out that we've really looked into to being safe and to helping colic and helping reflux, and we'll get that out to you soon. Okay, bye.